mean, she's throwing this dude all the way under the bus. This is crazy to see.
This is what he does. Anytime he goes and messes with the weapon or the controller or the detonator, the trigger, he is pulling his shirt down because he does not want all the wires to be seen.
So I'm just demonstrating to you, like, if you're lawyers, Brian Harple, this would be a slam dunk, I would say, right? I'd at the very least send this guy a cease and desist. I'm not one for suing, but I probably would send this guy a cease and desist.
I probably would send this guy a cease and desist. My goodness, the fact she doesn't understand that she is one of the most prolific conspiracy theorists on the internet. And most of this is the downstream effects of her publishing and pushing this stuff for months and months and months after being shown evidence of the contrary. About Erica Kirk not being at that meeting, about the guy who claimed these things about that meeting being.
We've come full circle. We've come full circle. Candace Owens is now attacking the people that supported her. You can't make this stuff up. Shout out to Ruslan KD. Let's bring him in. Let's talk about it. Let's go.
Okay, you will not believe what Candace Owens is doing now. I can't make this up. After dealing with her defamation suit from the Bridget McCrone thing, which is not looking good because defamation has to prove that she knew that she was lying, and it looks like they gave her information that she was lying. She's now getting sued by the person that was with Charlie Kirk's security for saying stuff about him that, defamation. Again, apparently she knew or was given information to the opposite. Now she's basically turning on the people from her own audience, the conspiracy theorist types that are trying to piece together what really happened to Charlie Kirk, and is basically saying, "Don't sue me, sue them." You cannot make this up.
You got to.
Full name Douglas Blake Bednarz, and he certainly did not mince words when he began positing theories about Brian Harple after Brian's disastrous interview with Sean Ryan. Here are just a random selection of his tweets, Blake Bednarz tweets. He wrote, 1, this is who squeezed the trigger to initiate the detonation under Charlie's shirt. Brian Judas Harple was wearing the controls under his clothes. I am 1 trillion% certain. Well, that might be defamation. Next one. There was never a gun. It was a weapon called a shape charge. Here is who actually detonated the charge under Charlie's t-shirt.
So she's now exposing other conspiracy theorists after spending the last 8 or 9 months pushing nonstop conspiracy theories about the Charlie Kirk thing and never walking any of them back, mind you.
His name is Brian Harple from Dallas, Texas. Okay, third time. Blake Bednarz writes, a gun was never fired and a bullet did not hit his neck. The pendant-shaped charge was detonated by Brian Harple. This is why the necklace was such a central focus. Right after the incident, Erica and Frank had to establish its existence. That is not the necklace that Charlie Kirk was wearing. There's another one. What did Brian Harple have hidden on his person? 2 things. 1, the item in his...
Again, for context, Brian Harple is who went on Sean Ryan and who is suing Candace Owens now for defamation. So here are some of the details around this lawsuit. Brian Harple, who served as Charlie Kirk's security chief, sued conservative activist Candace Owens, accusing her of defamation. According to a new complaint, Kirk was assassinated. We know that. The complaint listed several conspiracy theories spread after the shooting, including one accusing Harple of involvement in a scheme with the U.S. government to assassinate Kirk. Owens is the most high-profile spreader of baseless Charlie Kirk conspiracy theories, but she is not the only one. Her actions have encouraged and emboldened and otherwise given cover to other people to jump on the Charlie Kirk conspiracy bandwagon. The biggest claim was that Harple was present at Fort Huachuca on September 9th for an alleged meeting is verifiably false, as Harple's travel records plainly place him in Dallas, Texas. There would be records showing Harple's access to the base. So I guess they already told Candace this, and she didn't walk it back. December 12th, Owens wrote, Brian Harple was already been caught lying about what transpired on that day. Did he also lie about having placed a 911 call? Did no one from their team call 911 after Charlie was shot? This is the I'm just asking questions. She continued discussing Harple's during her podcast for weeks. According to the complaint, the lawsuit alleges that Harple's personal and professional reputations have been damaged. He has lost out on business opportunities, and that he suffered a great deal of emotional distress. All of Owens' statements are either false on their face or create a false meaning reasonably conveyed by the published word. So it's not just what you say word for word. That's what she thinks her out is in. It's actually what is being implied when a reasonable person pieces all this together. They're not protected opinions, rhetorical hyperbole, or questions without defamatory implications. It is simply false that Harpel knew Charlie Kirk was going to die or was involved in the planning, commission, or alleged cover-up of the assassination. Okay, so that is why she's pointing to all these other people that are spreading conspiracy theories that she was just peddling months ago.
His front right pants pocket is what caused the audio interference, and the item under his shirt below his left armpit is what he squeezed discreetly at the moment that
crazy.
CK was hit. Holy smokes, this is it. Truly, you guys, I could go on and on and on. It was just an everyday beat Brian Harpel.
You don't say. You don't say, because you did go on and on and on.
Charlie Kirk, and here's how he did it from behind his back, holding something, pulling a trigger. Everyone saw this in the Twitterverse. I certainly was aware of this. Here's actually even a clip of Blake making those accusations.
You see this right here? I want you to pay attention to every time with Brian.
I mean, she's throwing this dude all the way under the bus. This is crazy to see.
This is what he does. Anytime he goes and messes with the weapon or the controller or the detonator, the trigger, he is pulling his shirt down because he does not want all the wires to be seen.
So I'm just demonstrating to you, like, if you're lawyers, Brian Harpel, this would be a slam dunk, I would say, right? I'd at the very least send this guy a cease and desist. I'm not one for suing, but I probably would send this guy a cease and desist.
I probably would send this guy a cease and desist. My goodness, the fact she doesn't understand that she is one of the most prolific conspiracy theorists on the internet. And most of this is the downstream effects of her publishing and pushing this stuff for months and months and months after being shown evidence of the contrary, about Erica Kirk not being at that meeting, about the guy who claimed these things about that meeting being a complete fraud. And she's never apologized or taken any of this stuff back.
Nope.
That's the craziness. And the fact that so many people are still zombies and bots for this nonsense is crazy at this point. Like, I don't understand how people are still sipping this Kool-Aid. Like, this is wild that she's built a cult of people. Not to mention her own dealings with Laura Loomer, and if and when the allegations about Candace Owens' husband is true, she's now playing the victim in that regard. It is just a hot mess. And I don't think she gets out of this without serious legal consequences. I think it's going to be really bad for her regarding how all this stuff plays out. This is also evidence in her now walking back all the insane claims she made about Mikey McCoy just within a few short months. This is November to May.
And when they came back and began scheduling posts on Charlie's channel, the first post they scheduled was Mikey McCoy's speech. Even before they put Erica's speech, they put Mikey McCoy and his wife. I don't like it.
Shout out to Milk Bar TV, by the way, for this.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. This stinks to high heaven, okay? Of all the speeches you could have picked to put first, you put Mikey McCoy and his wife?
What? How does that concern her? It doesn't. She's just grasping at straws.
What's going on?
Sure.
What you're supposed to do, obviously, get low. Unless you're Mikey McCoy, when shots go off, you're supposed to get low. Strikes me as odd that Mikey is just picking up the camera and capturing these moments. I don't know. For the first time ever, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And if I'm in Erica's position, I'm starting to look at him funny, like, what's going on here? Mikey goes straight past the car and then he goes all the way to the left. He never once puts this down. So still holding and maybe thinking what? It doesn't make any sense, okay? I need answers to these questions to understand what happened on that day. Because the way that Mikey moves is like he knows where he's going. Here's what
Okay. So that would insinuate, I mean, again, maybe she's not directly saying these things, but gosh darn it, does it not insinuate that Mikey has something to do with it? Now, here's the song she's singing.
It's like he knows where he's going. Here's what I will say about Mikey McCoy. I always knew and did not share and intentionally pushed on Mikey McCoy because I sensed was that actually Mikey wasn't sure about what they had done. I think Mikey was promised or told or encouraged that he would become the new Charlie, and it is a fact that was the number one sentiment that we received from our Turning Point USA insiders following Charlie's assassination. Mikey McCoy appeared to have like an extra spring in his step that made them all a little bit uncomfortable in the aftermath, and that he seemed all too happy to assume Charlie's position. But Mikey, you don't have to keep secrets for bad people. You don't. And I think that you were the only one who had a soul.
Make your head hurt, don't it? Make your head hurt.
Well, I can't wait to see how these lawsuits play out, because that's going to be some good media entertainment. And again, the fact that she still does this while claiming to be a practicing Catholic, the fact that so many wine mom, soccer mom, Christian moms are still consuming this nonsense, it's just shocking.
I agree.
And the fact that she's willing to throw her audience and people that are making the same claims as her under the bus
is wild.
Crazy stuff, man. Let me know what you guys think, though. Not sure if you know, but I have some live events coming up that are going to be absolutely amazing.
Shout out to Ruslan KD. I really appreciate that, brother. And I agree 100%, man. This thing is going on. And I'm expecting her soon to start really attacking some big names. Because I had not heard of this guy, Blake, before. But I'm expecting her to start attacking some big name people that are, especially she thinks that it has veracity. You know, hey, what about don't sue me, sue him. If she thinks that thing's going to work, don't be surprised if next week she starts calling out some real big names. And I'm here for it. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. Give me your 2 cents. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. Until next time, everybody, grace and peace. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the JWhit Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.